So we talk a lot about hormone optimization, but what's the real cause behind why people aren't optimized in their hormones or why they're imbalanced with their hormones? We're here with a special guest and we're going to talk about it after this, so keep watching. Hi, welcome to Balance My Hormones, where we help men and women on their journey to optimal hormone balance. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking, and leaving comments so we can find out what you're interested in. All right, we're back with our special guest, Jay Campbell, author, consciousness, vibration, lifestyle enhanced person, and great friend of mine. We're going to talk about, we hear about people being on TRT or HRT and trying to get optimized, but why is it that people have come to this? And it seems like more than ever to wanting to be optimized. What is it that's causing a lack of optimization in hormonal health?
Yeah, it's the million-dollar question, and I get asked this question all the time. And I'm offering my opinion only. From the data, we know that 80 years ago, men, our forefathers, our great-grandfathers were walking around with testosterone levels, both free and total testosterone, 3 to 4 times the average guy walking around today, right? So if we extrapolate that awareness to today, well, what's causing that massive decline? And I think, and I'm sure you agree, Michael, and again, I quote Dr. Anthony Jay, the brilliant Mayo Clinic researcher who's wrote the book Estrogeneration. It's this, our environment is so contaminated now. Ultra modernization in the big cities and the large coastal and urban population centers, everything is contaminated from the blue light on our computer screens. I mean, think about this, and Dr. J talks about this all the time, but if you sit in a cubicle in an office under white HID, LED lights, that is decimating your endocrine system. It's decimating your sleep quality. I mean, it does so many things to brain entrainment and brainwave patterning. So all of these things, if we take them holistically from a compilation standpoint, are just decimating our biological systems, from our endocrine system, from our central nervous system to our autonomic nervous system. I mean, people are in states of, loops where they're just, constantly sleep deprived, constantly dopamine addicted from their screens and from their devices. You think about kids today, they go from, 18 to 24-year-old men, they go from YouPorn to Netflix, to video games, and now to the metaverse, to AR reality. I mean, that's a whole nother thing of and of itself, but like, people do not have the ability physiologically to separate reality from the metaverse, which is, AR, artificial reality. I mean, we're getting to that point. So you take all those things into effect and people physiologically are not what they were 80 to 100 years ago. And again, this. I mean, look around. I always tell people, like, go out into a large mall, urban area, open-ended place, and just look at the physiological manifestations of most people. Most men now, if you look at them from behind, they have a lot of regional body fat, deposition. That's like, I don't like to call it estrogenic. I think that's kind of a misnomer, but like, they look like women. They've got all this fat, like in their upper to lower middle back on their glute hip, ratio, like women will hold it. They speak with very low, very high pitched tones as voice. I mean, they're just decimated hormonally. And, again, Dr. J talks about the fish in North American water, the streams, the tributaries, freshwater lakes. Within 1 year of placing a male fish into any of them, it turns female. That's a fact. I mean, this is not conspiracy theory. We're way beyond conspiracy theory. This is now an analysis of what is happening. But this is the number one reason. And so therefore, anybody who is listening to this, hopefully you're already optimized. That's why you're watching this channel. But if you're not, you have to get your blood work done. You have to work with a specialist or talk to a doctor who can evaluate you. Because as you know, Michael, there's nothing worse than living with a hormone deficiency. Nothing.
You're not the best you that you can be until you get optimized. So, no, I think that's good. I know you've got to go. So thank you so much for your input and your views on this. Like I said, you've always been able to make some more complicated scientific information easy to understand for everyone. So really appreciate you coming on the channel. And we'll hope to have you back again soon. And If anyone has any comments or questions, please leave those and we will try to answer those. And thanks again for watching, and I hope you subscribe. All right, thanks Jay, that was really good.